It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today for what is going to be a big time Masterpiece Friday. I am happy that you are here because we are going back to music from Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. It has been quite a while since I have listened to ELP on the channel, and I have recently received Works Volume 1 on vinyl. In fact, it is in the place of honor right back here. And I wanted to hear some more music from this album. And so we are going to be looking at Pirates from side 4, the very last song on Works Volume 1, and I'm happy that you are here. This is their 5th album, released in March of 1977, and the band was kind of in a new place here because after quite a big success with Brain Salad Surgery and a tour, and then their triple live album, and after touring and working pretty much nonstop since 1970, they had taken a break and they were going to see what was going to happen next, where they wanted to go next. And in 1976, they began to conceive this next album, which became Works Volume 1. In a bold move, they conceived this 4-sided double album, and each of the first 3 sides was dedicated for each member to do kind of their own thing with the blessing of the band. It's pretty remarkable, I think, to think back on with the decision that they made. So side 1 focused on Keith's music, including his Piano Concerto Number 1, and that is a piece that I have analyzed and included on both my Patreon and on YouTube. Side 2 focused on music by Greg Lake, with all of the songs on that side co-written by Peter Sinfield. Side 3 is Carl Palmer's side, and there's some arrangements of classical pieces and some reworking of some previous ELP music on that side. And so side 4 is where we are focusing today. There are 2 pieces on side 4 that are performed by the whole trio. The first one is Fanfare for the Common Man, which is their adaptation of the famous work by American composer Aaron Copland. So I'm going to leave that one for another time to focus on. So Pirates is the one that is left. It is a 13-minute song that features the trio and also an orchestra with them. The song is actually a reworking of a piece that Keith had originally written for a film that never got made. And then they put it together, and Pirates was recorded in Montreux, Switzerland, where they were mainly working, and in Paris with the National Opera of Paris Orchestra. Okay, y'all, before we get started with today's musical selection, I am pleased to welcome Status Audio as today's sponsor. Based out of New York City, Status Audio offers simple, high-quality tools for everyday listening. They have a line of wireless headphones and earbuds with active noise-canceling technology available for each of their models. Y'all, I have acquired their Between 3 ANC model. You can see them here on each of my ears. I got the black ones. They have a triple driver technology with ultra-wide frequency response for audio excellence, noise canceling, and a transparency mode, and even wireless charging options. They offer 8 to 12 hours, depending on your mode of listening, of continuous audio playback, and these earbuds have water resistance as well, so they can go with you as you exercise. And y'all, even if I'm headbanging or air drumming or running or exercising, these stick, and they fit very, very well. They are discreet, as you can see, and quite stylish. And they also have an accompanying app that allows you to dial in your own custom listening modes and EQ settings. Most importantly, friends, like I said, they're really comfortable. These have multiple options of silicone fit wings, they call them, and earbuds so that you can customize your fit. I know that Megan has had a hard time finding wireless earbuds that fit her ears, and these, with the smallest option of the earbuds, allows them to fit perfectly well in her ears as well. So, y'all, Status Audio has graciously offered my audience a special deal on these wireless earbuds. Follow the link in this video description and enter the promo code DailyDoug for a 10% discount. Y'all, I like these between 3A and C earbuds so much that I am going to use them while I listen to Pirates. So, we've got Keith Emerson on keyboards, Greg Lake is on vocals, guitar, and bass, Carl Palmer is on drums and percussion, and the National Opera of Paris is with them, and they are conducted by Godfrey Salmon. Here is Pirates by ELP. Off we go. Tritone right off the bat. I think that low note's a C. Danger. Woo! Love the castanets in the background. That was cool. Tritone. That is nuts. Ooh, up a step. Big fourths. Open fourths. Big kind of Ben-Hur, Romanesque sort of voicing. Up a step. Up another step. Back down. This is awesome. We're off on a swashbuckling adventure, y'all. Wow. Switched into sharps. Back where they came from. Up a step. Lovely. Those crunches are from suspended chords with the fourths and the fifths of those chords together, I think. It's like a minor pentatonic scale all at the same time. All over the place. I wouldn't have guessed anything different for Keith. Okay, there's Greg coming in on vocals.
We'll glut the hold with cups of gold, and we'll feed the sea with ghosts. I see your hunger for a fortune could be better served beneath my flag. If you've the stomach for a broadside, come aboard, my pretty boys. I will take you, make you everything you've ever dreamed. Make fast the guns, tonight we sail when the high tide floods the bay.
They landed in
Cut
A major.
lines and square the yards, get the black flag stowed away.
This is
The Turk, the Arab, and the Spaniard will soon have pennies on their eyes. And any other latent fancy we will take up by surprise.
Great string writing up in the violins.
Make you everything you've ever dreamed. 6 days off the Cuban coast, when a sailor had their spied a galleon of the
Still an
treasure
A.
fleet. The mizzen lookout cried, closer to the wind, my boys, the mighty captain roared. For every man that's alive tonight will be hauling gold aboard. Spare us, the galleon begged, but mercy's face and fled.
Beautiful. It's a restatement of the same music with the orchestra filling in more.
Driven to the quarterdeck, the last survivor fell. She's ours, my boys. The captain grinned, and no one left to tell.
They're not taking any survivors, y'all. Pirates just doing pirate things. Stealing gold and not taking any shit. Or survivors.
The captain rose from a silk divan with a pistol in his fist.
Pistol in his
He
fist.
shot the lock from an iron box and a blood-red ruby kissed. I give you jewelry of turquoise, a crucifix of solid gold, 100,000 silver pieces. It is just as I foretold. You see there before you everything you've ever dreamed.
Greg's such a great vocalist, too. A lot of color.
Gold-eyed, round fires the sea thieves lay. Morning, white shells in a pipe of clay. As the wind hid their footprints, they were far, far away.
As the wind filled their footprints, they were far,
Our
far away.
sails swell full as we brave our seas on a westward wind to live as we please with the wicked wild-eyed women of Portobello town, where we've been told that a purse of gold buys any man a crown.
Right. They're using the same music. Glitches into flats. Like way into flats. That's lovely. Listen to that. Swashbuckling.
Drink a toast with me.
Come drink a toast with me.
Liberty. This town is ours tonight.
This town is ours tonight. They're on top of the world. This is a fun story. Sounds great in these, by the way. a step. Up another step. This reminds me of the beginning. Back down. Kind of reminds me of Tarkus, too. Especially that. Just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going.
Like old wine, make it the finest. Make it a cup for a sea dog's thirst. 2 long years, bones of beaches, fever and leeches. Did ever so fill the night with paradise? Bring me peach and peacock till I burst. But first, I want a soft touch in the right place. Ooh, I want to feel like a king tonight.
Feel like
10 on the black to beat the Frenchman.
Like
Back
1
to
and
dogs,
4
give 'em
in
room
C,
to
where they got
turn.
back
Now
to.
open wide, sweet heaven's gates. Tonight we're gonna see if heaven burns. Ooh, see how she burns. Oh, she burns. I want an angel
Angel.
on a gold chain, and I'll ride her to the stars. For it's the last time for a long, long time.
They're having a good
From the
night.
daybreak, we embark
From the daybreak, they embark.
on the flood of the morning tide. Once more the ocean cried, this company
I love his
will
voice.
return one day. Though we feel your tears, it's the price we pay. For this prize is to be taken and glory to be found.
Glory to be
Cut
found.
free the chains,
Free the
make
chains,
fast your souls.
fast your souls.
We're Eldorado bound.
Dorado.
I will take you for always, forever together until hell calls our names.
Until hell calls our names. We're almost done. Okay. More chromatic third motion. Fourths.
Who'll drink a toast with me?
Drink a toast with
To the
me.
devil and the deep blue sea. Go drive the man
Flat 7.
to dream.
And it's done. I thought he would have gone for the high note at the end. He may have not quite had it. Would have been a high C at the end. What a fun piece of music that was. You know, some of the times that I've done ELP, I have marveled at Keith's arranging and composing and his skill on his instrument, right? And sometimes you can go, I think, a little too far and need a little bit of editing in your own pieces that could have cleaned it up a little bit. I thought that was right on point. There was repetitive portions of the music enough that I could get the narrative of the story. It was mixed expertly well with the instruments in the band combining with the instruments in the orchestra. It seemed like they were extremely well integrated and well mixed. I loved the vocals. I loved all of it. It really tells a story. You could tell that there was a reason for everything that was in there. And part of the praise needs to go to Peter Sinfield, because I read in an interview that he gave with Record Collector that he said this about the lyrics of the song. The idea was that Pirates would be an allegory for a rock band on tour. When I read up on the subject, it soon became obvious that pirates weren't all romantic. They were reprehensible people. No shit, Peter. And then he goes on to say, Keith's music was very Gilbert and Sullivan. I get that a little bit. It was also kind of Americana in there as well, with a little bit of Keith sprinkled throughout. He goes on to say, it was very Gilbert and Sullivan. It was extraordinarily difficult to get the true nature of piracy into the music. And I wrote most of it in Montreux, perhaps the least piratical place on Earth. Yeah, Switzerland, in the Alps. You're not going to see a whole lot of seafaring pirates there. Peter went on to say that he had to write lyrics to music that was already fixed and composed. So, and that he longed for a longer narrative to fit that in for what he wanted to tell. And the pirates, let's be honest here, the pirates that Peter wrote about knew the dangers of their risks and their actions. But they didn't seem to care, did they? They are driven by their desire for adventure and by the thrill of the hunt for riches, and for better or for worse, they are bound for, in the song, El Dorado, right? And they are determined to find that gold and bask in the riches that the world has to offer them. It's a heck of a culmination to quite a unique and daring recording project, one that I think very few bands could really pull off, but ELP is one of those classic, just wonderful bands, and I am happy to now have Works Volume 1 on vinyl, and now I can hear all of it and get going to it. So thank you all for being with me for this, excuse me, this Masterpiece Friday. We have been listening to Pirates by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Thanks, friends. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.